Hey, what's going on, everybody? That's Steve Trovato, and we're going to hear a little bit more from him here in a second. We're here with Celestion to see what's new with the Celestion speakers. Rick, how you doing, sir?
Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good to see you. What should we know about what's new with Celestion?
So yeah, back in the 60s, we did two versions of the G12H30. There's a 55 Hertz and a 75 Hertz. A couple years back, we launched the Heritage G12H30 with the 55 Hertz, kind of like the Hendrix speaker. And then we, after a few years of pounding away, we've come back and are ready to launch the 75 Hertz version, so the sister or brother, if you will. And so we're really stoked by it. And it's we think there's a big market out there. We've been asked by a lot of people. Manufacturers actually drove this, so yeah, we're excited. So these will be launching. I think we're building them in December in the UK, and they'll be ready for NAMM.
Very cool. Tell us about the signal chain involved here, and then let's just hear some more playing.
Steve's the most important part of the signal chain. Notice I didn't do my own demo. It's like, so yeah, anyways, we're playing through a CARP amp, a local Southern California builder, fantastic. And it's a 22-ish watt, 6v6, kind of lives in the, similar to something you would have found from Fullerton years ago with his own proprietary tweaks. And but for this event, we're going into the matchless 212 cab, extension cab, open back. It's got two of the H30s in there. And I have Steve running through my pedal board just so we want to throw some gain. It's a single channel amp, so I just have an overdrive pedal. That will be the only thing in the loop. That switcher actually keeps everything out of the loop. And yeah, that's where it is. So a couple chords, probably a pick. And Steve, if you do me a favor and step on number one.
On number one.
Yeah, going to enter a whole new world here. Just so we're clear, that's something I absolutely can't do.
I was just going to ask you to grab the guitar and follow that up.
Right. And start playing drums.
What should people know about a price point for? Do we have that figured out yet?
They're probably going to be in the 200-ish range, 220 somewhere, which is where the current H30 Heritage is. And yeah, built by some of the same staff that's been working on the line for 40 years. That's one thing we don't talk about much. I worked with Robin Ford on the G1265, and he said, well, do they sound like the old ones? And I said, it's the same two ladies building them. He was like, oh, yeah, all right, cool. So
we should take a second to talk about that, though. A lot of people know the name, but they may not know that much about what goes on behind the scenes, behind the company. There are a lot of the same people doing the same thing.
Yeah, honestly, it's a small village in England. Sits about 2 o'clock from London. I guess they probably would argue with me on that, but that's what my map says. And it's just a good batch of people that are very passionate about what they do. And the company's looked after them, and they've looked after us, which, you know, speaks volumes. If you go down our roster of artists through history, you know, these same people built speakers for almost everything you've ever heard on the radio. You know, look at it that way. It's like, and I asked them, I go, do you ever think about that? And they said, no. So, you know, they just think about doing their job every day, and they do a good job.
Cool.
So, engineering staff, same guy that invented the Vintage 30, and Ian White, back in the mid-'80s, is the director of engineering, still there. And I mean, you know, it's a 90-year-old company, so whatever, somewhere close to that. So, it's all about having the right people doing the right job.
Well, I'd like to let Steve play us out here, but first, if people want to find out more about Celestion, where can they go online?
Oh, yeah, www.celestion.com.
All right. Thanks a lot. I'm Joe Coffey. You're watching PremierGuitar.com.